Long day lay me low. I was thinking of maybe changing that intro. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Welcome everybody to Meet Know Your Creator. It's not Know Your Creator. We didn't have a creator on. I'm a creator, I guess, but we didn't have anybody scheduled for today. But with me, she made it. She's on time. She woke up in time without an alarm. Angela Curry, what's going on?
Yay!
Yay! You did it. You did it. You slept, and you managed to get here in time.
I did. I'm still adjusting to
consciousness.
3-hour difference.
3 hours? Why are you 3 hour difference?
3 hours.
Why did you gain 3 hours?
Because I went back to the Pacific Northwest.
The motherland.
It is.
It is. Yeah, nice. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I did. I did have a good time.
That's
got to
good.
see family, and then I worked. Yeah.
Oh, working is always fun.
It is, but I know that's the thing. Yeah, it was fun, but at the same time, it wasn't because I felt like it wasn't much of a vacation because I was working a lot. But anyway, it's good.
But you gotta get paid.
Yeah, that was the main part.
Is your hair tied back?
Is it not work? Is it doing it again?
It's going.
Here, I'm muting. I'm gonna mute right now.
You're gonna mute right now? All right, I can't hear anything right now. Well, while you're muted, I'll say I could actually do this because it's Uno Mas. We got Kevlar in the chat. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Chaotic Grace is still going. Usually they're done by now. I like that channel. I watch them, and
Yes.
I was creeping. I was actually creeping. I was watching them and creeping, so they didn't know. I actually left a comment before I left.
Is creeping like lurking?
Yeah.
What's the difference? Okay.
I don't know.
Did you leave a comment? Did you say, "Hey, we're about to start here in a bit. Can you stop?"
No, I just said. Did I even say? Yeah, I said I've been creeping. I love you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And then I closed the tab.
That's not creepy, actually.
No.
If you said I've been creeping, is weird, but if you say I love you, it's like, oh, okay. Anyway. Oh.
You're not there anymore.
Oh no.
Am I back?
Yes.
Am I back?
You are back.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. No, I have Wi-Fi. Yeah, so to the hordes of people watching now, or maybe on the replay, hit that like button, by the way, hit that subscribe.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Like I said, we don't have a feature, we don't have a guest today, and that's fine if you are a creator and you got a cool project that you feel is worthiness of my huge channel. Hit me up, DM me. If I don't follow you, you can still DM me, and we'll arrange something. So I did try to get somebody on for today. I never heard back from them, so I didn't want to accidentally book somebody in case they did, but that's okay. Yeah. It happens, but we were going to do a show anyway, though, right, Angela?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. We're going to do a show. I'm going to draw some Frog G, and we're going to talk about Free Comic Book Day. I had a good time. Yesterday, have you ever gone to Free Comic Book Day?
I just learned about Free Comic Book yesterday. Free Comic Book Day yesterday from Jolly Green. He's a local of the Seattle area. And he's like, let's meet up and go to Free Comic Book Day. And I was like, what is that? And I couldn't because I didn't realize it was that day. I thought he was talking about something in the future. So.
Oh.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much like I have some because I got some. Hold on. I'll just grab a half of them. I won't even show them all. But it's pretty much comic book companies and publishers. They will have their artists and people work on a book and make a free a comic that people can pick up at the comic shop for free. Get fans and stuff, and help shops also because they can get like get the crowd there. Oh, even if you've never heard of comics, if you're passing by a shop, you see like I said balloons and stuff. You're like, oh, what's going on over there? But so you pass out comic books and now. Here's the thing with Free Comic Book Day, though. The comics are free for you to pick up. Vendors still need to pay for them. So it does actually still cost them money. I mean, it's not an insane amount, but it still does cost them money to purchase these comics. So they usually have a one comic, one free one type of that comic per person. Like they'll have a stack of all these comics. You can only take one of each one. You still can get a lot of free comics, a lot of free content. And it's pretty fun. And usually they'll have artists out front, drawing and selling their wares or whatnots, or writers and stuff like that. So
Nice.
so here's I'll make myself embiggened. Is this? I hit the button and it didn't do anything. Why is it not doing anything? 'Cause this thing sucks. Why is it not doing anything, Angela?
Is it? I don't
I don't know.
know.
It's broken. I'll just solo myself. Okay, there we go.
I was like, I know that. Oh, there you go.
All right. So like see they'll all say free comic book day up at the top, so you got it, free comic book. And so
Oh,
like this is a independent publisher kind of, or this is Image.
mm,
So Image Comics, this is one of their free comics, and some of them will leave a little white box here, and
mhm.
a lot of artists will use this as like a remark. So like Shelby, he does remarks, so he'll draw on it or in it or something like that. So
Oh,
you can have, like, if you pick up a free comic book and let's say this artist was there, you can then have him draw it. Now I don't know if that's the main reason they do it, but that's one reason. Like, see, this one doesn't even have one. I don't pick up all of them. I pick
yeah.
up the ones that I think have cool covers, or that look pretty fun. Like that cover's pretty striking. Like, here's another one. So, like, if you there were some Marvel ones I picked up
Ooh.
too, but like, yeah, I'll even pick up the fun ones. Like, I picked up the Smurfs.
Hey, a Smurfs have a comic book.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
What?
Smurfs have a comic book, but see,
Who
you can
doesn't
even
have
draw
one, I
a
guess?
Smurf. Yeah. So now, usually, like, here's another one, Shadow Man. Shadow Man was from back in the day. I don't even know if it's still out really, but here's a free comic for it. But see, then you could go pick it up and, like I said, you can. It's got a story, it's got art. They're free, and it's a way to bring in new fans,
Yeah, yeah.
new readers, and it's a big event and it's fun. And usually, in the past anyway, they used to do really well. I've known about Free Comic Day forever, but I only recently,
Mhm.
maybe I would say a year or two before COVID, or even the year before, I would have been out front of the local comic shop, and the one time I did it, I mean, there's like a line of people, like literally they had to have like ropes, so people were like segmented off and they couldn't stampede, and people were waiting in line before I even got there, well before the shop opened. So it was
Yeah.
kind of a big event. It's a big event for, comic collectors, and you get to meet, like I said, it's fun, and you get to meet other fans, and it brings in revenue for the shops. But now, like yesterday, I went and was out front. I didn't even know I was going to do it, actually. I forgot all about it, just because of the way things work. And this, you get distracted.
Yeah.
But so I was out front, or I found I was going, but yeah, it's in the mall. It's in our local mall, and COVID killed a lot of commerce. So the mall is pretty much dead.
Yeah.
It's a nice day on top of it yesterday, so
Right.
a lot of people were outside doing things. So it was just dead.
Very cool.
The free comic day was, and also you get
That's
the
sad,
people. It's kind of sad. I mean,
I
it
was saying
sucks.
it was good that people were outside, but it's sad that no one was like showing up.
Yeah, I mean, this is what, the second or third year people have been able to go back outside,
Mhm.
since COVID. But like last year wasn't as bad. Last year was a little better. This year is just last year was cooler too in Free Comic Day. I'm pretty sure, but
Cooler, like weather cooler.
yeah, weather cooler. So,
Ah,
but it was. I mean, I still had fun, but it was just a lot slower, a lot more dead. And the mall is like super slow because it's just nobody's really shopping anymore. We're in a recession. The economy sucks. People aren't buying things.
mhm.
But unfortunately, you also get the people who think, "Oh, comics are worth money. I could go in, pick up some free comic books, and leave, and they'll be worth a fortune." It's like,
No.
you now with free comic books, no, generally no, like, because they mass produce those things like no one's business. Now, sometimes though they will. Like, you can go online and find some that were released during Free Comic Book Day that are worth a bit here or there. Like, maybe there's
Yeah.
a variant for some reason. I don't know how, but there's a variant cover, or like something like there's a comic book event called Civil War II, and that's when Captain America said "Hail Hydra" and all that other stupid crap. That was started during Free Comic Book Day, so that comic is worth like maybe $6. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not really worth a whole lot, but
Right.
but so people will get the notion, hey, I could go in and pick up a stack of comics and then sell them. It's like, well, no, not these ones, buddy. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I had a good time.
Yeah.
So we
Oh,
got
dear.
yo, what's up, Paul? How you doing, man? They were talking about his book on Chaotic Grace.
Awesome.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
watch
he
go
just
watch that.
relaunched
Yeah,
the on my
Follow Man
comic.
2. Yeah, Follow My Comic. Yeah, so everybody go check that out. Their thing. And back
Yeah.
Follow Man 2. But yeah, so I was out front
Yeah.
and I still sold a couple things. I was happy I sold a couple, but I sold issue 1 and 2
Yeah.
to a father and son, a younger son. I mean, he was maybe like 13, maybe 14.
Mm-hmm.
So I was comfortable with not even saying, hey, this might be age appropriate. But
The
uh,
absolute.
yeah,
Wonderful.
absolute. Well, that's the only one we have right now. But
Yeah.
but yeah, so issue 1 and 2 sold absolute to them. They were very happy to get that, and I sold a couple prints, which was good. But one of the great fun things was this one guy. He went into the shop and he came back out. He was talking to people. He had his kid with him, his little girl, maybe like 7, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to go back in to the shop to get bags and boards. But his little girl was like at my table, and I was drawing that the thumbnail that I have, the Mister Freeze. I was I was
Yeah.
drawing that, and she was just sitting there like talking like oh, you know, what's your favorite color, or what's your this, or who's your this. I was like asking her about her favorite heroes. I even gave her, because her favorite is Wonder Woman apparently, and
Of course.
I don't have many Wonder Woman stuff, but I did do these Wonder Woman tiny prints that I had for a while. I just gave her one, and she was like ecstatic. So that was probably the highlight of the day. Was this little girl who's just like,
That's so cool.
yeah, just talking around like my mom was flipping through the prints, the smaller prints I have, like, hey, who's this, and she's like naming the names of the characters, and
Ah, that's
it
cool.
was adorable. It was adorable. So that was cool. That was probably the highlight of the day. I mean, yeah, I sold some stuff. I did talk to a couple, fans and stuff like that, and it was good. But like I said, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. And
So cool.
I didn't do as, like I said, didn't do as well as last year, the year before. I mean, and that's okay. But I sold something, and that, even if I sell a $20 print, that's $20 more than I would have made if I just sat at home and just did nothing,
Hmm.
drew or something,
That's a
So
good point.
yeah.
So, wait, is
So
this an indoor mall or an outdoor mall?
this is an indoor mall. Yeah,
It is indoor.
yeah, it's an indoor mall. Rick Saylor from the chat,
Yay.
from CG. Rick Saylor's shown up a couple times, and Mark Penegrin. He's shown up
Okay.
a couple times. He's in chats
Mark, yeah.
often. Another CGer, so,
Ooh.
and that's great. I once again, I said I forgot that I was even doing this, so so I didn't have a chance to promote. I think if I promoted it, was able to promote
Yeah.
it, like I remembered about it a week or two ahead of time, I could have promoted that I was going to be there. And, maybe Rick would have shown up, maybe Mark would have shown up, maybe not, but more people would have, like, I know more people, my friends would have maybe shown up, even if they didn't buy anything. They would have shown up. But it
Right.
was literally last minute. I found out, and I was on Red Valkyrie when I'm like, I got to be at the last night, or Friday night, I was on Red Valkyrie, and I'm like, I got to be at wake up early and go to the shop tomorrow. I didn't even know. So that was like my announcement.
That's like that's like me this morning
Yeah.
or there's me this afternoon. Oh wait, shoot! Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta get up.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah. So
Yeah.
what?
No, I was just curious. So, in regards to you mentioned, obviously the books are not high-end books, but were any of like because like the whole craze right now is wokeness in comics. Were a lot of any of those books given away, or like what kind of books was
Well, you'd have to
you
read.
noticed
Like
that were?
that's the thing. Like you'd have to read them. Because
Yeah.
the comics they give out are specifically for, like it says, free comic book day. Like they actually print, like the companies will print the books for that day
Mhm.
itself only specifically. So now whether or not the subject matter inside it is like woke or any, or just bad, I don't know.
Bad is bad.
You'd have to, yeah, you'd have to read it ahead of time in order to be like, hey, now I could go pick up the books, maybe read a few of them, and be like, hey, Angela, Free Comic Book Day is today. It's still going on. I read these, and these. They're really cool. Pick them up. Don't get these ones. They're
Mhm.
crap. Like, that's probably the only way to know if any of them are going to
Yeah.
be, like this. Like I said, the Civil War II thing with the Captain America turning bad and all that other stuff. People were actually burning that. Like, there's videos,
Wow.
YouTube videos of people like, this is garbage, and they throw it in the trash and they burn it. It's like, well, you're an idiot for burning it, even if it is garbage. So,
Bud Light. Well, Bud Light, you could burn that. It's fine.
yeah, so it's just you don't burn stuff, people, unless you're me and you're burning your overprinted books.
I mean,
But
you have a fireplace and you need to keep warm.
if it's for sustaining life, yeah, go ahead, I guess. But if it's just because you disagree with the content,
Let burn. Yeah, yeah.
it's just,
No,
yeah,
what
stupid.
was Yeah, Hydra. That came out when he was Hydra. Was that it was 2007? No, that was
No,
like
it wasn't that. It
2012.
wasn't. I think it was.
I remember that
I thought it was
happening.
like 20. It was before COVID.
It was before COVID. And it was like
Um,
pre-COVID, during COVID, or after COVID.
it was before COVID, but it was still. It
Yeah.
wasn't like insanely before.
Yeah. Right.
Mm.
Here, yeah.
But either way, it was fun though. Like I said, and the only way to know if they're like if the content isn't good, the only
Mm-hmm.
way to know is if you read them ahead of time, because these aren't like a monthly book where I could read it and you're like, oh, that sounds cool. I'll pick it up next week. Like it's that day. After that day, they get rid of them. So like they're gone. You can't
Oh
get the free.
man.
Yeah, you can't get those free now unless
Oh,
I
that's.
picked up. I could actually go to another shop and pick up
Mm-hmm.
the same issues again if I really wanted to, and then like send them to you or something. Like my brother, he would pick up some free comic books, and so I would have dupes of like free comic books because he would have them. So, that's the only
Mm-hmm.
way to do it is if you're a separate person and you know each other. But like I said, as
Yeah.
far as the content, I was to read it. Wow, this comic's called Social Justice Warrior. This is going to be garbage. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to
Right
get this
on.
free comic. But
Just because you said though that it was not a good turnout, like for the shop, that must be inventory. That I mean, do they just put them back in as inventory and sell them? Or
no,
how do they manage that?
I don't know. I'd have to ask them. I don't know if they mail them back or if they just like recycle them or tear the
Mm.
covers off and send them back or something. I don't know because like I said, they do pay for them. Um,
Oh yeah.
because they have to order certain specific, like they even said that there's certain they didn't even get, so there's a whole bunch of free comic books that they didn't even get either because they didn't order them, so they do have to pay to hand them out. But the turnout was low. I think it's because economy sucks, like it's just terrible, so people
Mm-hmm.
aren't out shopping. It's in a mall, so there's also other shops there. There's people there that are just walking around. They're not really there for comic books.
Yeah.
It's not a bad location. It's a good location. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, low economy. It's in a mall that, in the mall commerce itself is lower. So to pick up new readers or anything like that, you're not going to get new traffic if people aren't shopping for other things. So there's that. Comic books themselves are in a decline. So, or have been for some time. Like just even if they're good, like people just aren't out
Yeah.
buying that much. So there's that. And there's also the people though that they'll come and buy their books and they just don't care about like the artists that are out front or anything. They just want to come in, get their books and leave. They just want to
Mm-hmm.
they want to consume what they consume and be done with it. They don't want to have to worry about all this new stuff, and it's fine. Uh, I was also in a different table. Usually I'm in another location outside of that shop, but there was a the way it was set up. I was I don't think that hindered too much of my sales, but it was a lot of
Yeah. That's
fun.
good. I know.
Who is that? I
You
can't
know.
read it.
I don't know. Ao. It's Marks. 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 I don't know. I
It's
work with
Marks.
somebody. You know? Do you know them?
No, but thank you
Oh,
for
hello.
showing. But
Welcome.
hello, my friend. Yeah, we're talking
Mars.
comics and
Mars.
stuff, and yeah, if you're,
Mars.
it's Mars,
Okay.
Margs,
There you go. Mars. Good candy bar.
Mars. I like
Thanks.
Mars bars. They're pretty decent. I like. I'm still a Snickers guy. Reese's peanut butter cups. Yeah.
I will tell you. Well, hold on a sec. It's really sad though with free like comic books if you can't give. Just as sad regarding the economy. If even free comic books, you can't even get those.
Well,
Right.
let me while we're talking, I'm gonna work on some Frog G. And you could
Let's do.
let's do that. Well, that's the thing. You will also get you will get people in there that are they will show up. This is one reason why like they kind of don't throw away as much as you would think. You get plenty
Yeah.
of people that show up for the free comics and they leave.
Yeah,
So
that's true too. Which
and
kind of
since it
defeats
is
the
in a
purpose.
mall, you once again get those people that are like, "Oh, comic books! I hear about these all the time," and they're in the mall and they just pick these up, and so they're like,
Yeah.
"That's it." They're like,
Right.
but once again, that could then be a potential reader in the future. You never know. And and also, as I said, I sold a couple books, and that's mainly what I want to do is get new readers to new fans,
Yeah.
and hopefully they like the product, obviously. But so that was like that's it. I like selling the artwork. I like selling the prints. Don't get me wrong, but I really want to sell the comics, the absolutes, and
Right on.
Oh, I did find out. This was kind of humorous in a way.
Yes.
Um, I was talking to a guy, or I don't know if it was the guy I sold the Absolute books to or not, but I was talking to another guy about Frog G and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I even have a book, another book I was called Frog G, blah, blah, blah. And outside the comic shop, I have a poster with a QR code that says, that'll you can scan the QR code and you can back Frog G and pick the book up at the shop if you live
Mm-hmm.
locally, because you're at the comic shop. I don't see a reason to ship it to you if I'm in the area and you're in the area. You can just swing by the comic shop. Once it says fulfilled, you go to the comic shop and then you can pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. That poster's gone. Some kid, I guess they don't know who, but somebody took it down because the gate comes down and there's like these there's the sidewall areas that
Yeah.
kind of curve in, and he
Mm-hmm.
had it hanging up in those sidewalls areas, and so it's outside the gate. So I guess
Yeah.
while they were like and they open a little later than what the mall does. So I guess somebody stole the poster.
Oh no.
I mean, I thought it
Oh
was kind of
goodness.
funny. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I guess maybe somebody liked the artwork, like the what it looked like. So I was like, it kind of sucks because now I got to make another one. But
Yeah, that does suck. But future backer, maybe you never know. Anything could happen.
maybe they probably took it thinking like, oh, this could be worth money one day. Everybody's always about the money, and they really are. People
No,
want
that's not wrong. Especially now with there's just the economy. Like anyone's looking into ways to make that supplemental income.
true.
So,
Wow, this did I really ink that much? This
this
pen's
is whole
almost done.
Wonder Woman. Wait, you have a sketch card of Wonder Woman? What are you talking about?
No, it's like it's a print. It's just a print, and it's maybe
Do it?
huh?
Did you draw it?
Yeah. It's maybe I
Let
want
me
to
see it.
say 4 by 6. Like
Mm,
it's not big. It's kind of like smaller.
I wanted to
Um,
be Wonder Woman when I was a little girl. Like I had the bathing suit, I had the mask. I every year would ask for the boots and the little arm bracelets, but I never got them. Hey Rand. Rand's in the chat. Rand
who
Nada.
is
Rand Nada.
Renata?
Rand Nada is
Oh,
here.
what's up? What's up, Nata? Good to
Nada.
see you. Welcome. Yeah,
RN.
Angela's. We don't have a guest today. Angela's highlighting the chat and telling me who's here. So, if you have any questions you want to say, talk about anything, just bring it up, and Angela will and I will discuss it. I think these pens are almost dead. That Mr. Freeze cover that I did, I think it ate up my pens. I think I used up 2 microns just working on that thing. But
Oh, hey Fanta. Fanta's here too.
what's up, Fanta? Good to see you. XOXO.
Hey.
So yeah, but
So are
did
you a
anyone
DC? Oh,
my DC?
are you a DC guy or a Marvel guy or what?
When we
What is that?
started collecting, it was Marvel. That's what
Mm.
we first started with. I mean, I tell the story all the time on streams, promo streams and stuff. How I first got in. I was at a convenience or not a convenience store, a grocery store with the family. I was young. I was maybe like 6,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 8, somewhere in there, 6 to 8, and I was with my brothers and my mom and dad, and I think my sister was there too. I'm not sure, but anyway, at this grocery store, for every $50 you spent, or every like $20 you spent, or whatever, they gave you a free comic book. It might have been even every 10 because groceries were cheaper back then. But and so they handed out comics. So I had my brother had gotten Spider Man. My other brother had gotten an X-Men book, and I had gotten a Thor comic. And so we were first, that's our first foray into comics. So it was all Marvel, and then we would go to convenience stores or grocery stores and you'd buy the next issue and stuff. And then my dad found out that he had worked with a guy actually who had opened a comic shop.
Wow.
So yeah, so we started going to that shop, and we went there for years on end, and so we were mainly picking up Marvel, and here and there we would maybe pick up, like my brother would pick up a Batman book or something, but we never really got into DC that much. It was mainly just Batman if we did. I didn't care much for Superman, maybe the movie, but
Mm-hmm.
aside from that, we were mainly Marvel guys, and it
Yeah.
wasn't until we were older that we were like, we were getting into the artwork more, and we were buying books based on artists or or whatnot. So yeah, so that's what we mainly were with Marvel. They just have DC is a little more grim or darker. Marvel has
Yeah.
better. Marvel has kind of DC has villains, like really good villains. Like Batman is the best rogues gallery out of
Mm-hmm.
any comic character, I think.
Uh-huh.
But Spider Man has a kind of a close second. But as far as like heroes go and just the entertainment and kind of, I want to say not relatability as to where like, hey, I'm blind, Daredevil's blind, but I wasn't blind back then anyway. But relatability, just as in like you can be like, oh, this person's struggling with this, or this person overcame this. That was more Marvel, I think, than DC. Their
Uh,
characters were always more just supernatural or just like larger than life, whereas Marvel kind of grounded their heroes a little bit more, or like X-Men was like a a metaphor for like racial inequality and bigotry and stuff like that. So they were tackling big issues back in the day, but they were doing it a lot more subtly than what people do it today.
yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of people, like, especially who, you know, like support woke comics, are like, well, it's always been woke. But yeah, that's the
in a
difference.
way,
It was
in a
more,
way, it's just,
yeah.
but it woke is more or less like forcing you to be like, you
Mm-hmm.
will believe this, you will read this, and you will like it. Whereas back in the day, it was like, hey, here's this idea. We want you to think about it. We want you to base your own opinion on it. See how you feel about what these. We're going to present to you a couple points, arguing points, uh, and have you create your own theory on what is right or wrong, rather
Right.
than nowadays they tell you what is right or wrong. It's like, no,
Mm-hmm.
that's not right there. So yeah,
Well, that's the
but
thing that the whole idea is the freedom of thought. So, I mean, like, different
I can't hear
personalities.
you.
The liberal idea, like it's always been your freedom of expression, your freedom of thought. Free speech was a left wing issue more so back in the day, and now it's like it's more with this woke agenda. It's like now they're telling you what to think, so it's completely
Well,
or what you can and can't say. So it's like completely lost its meaning, in
well,
regards to what that means.
and that's a good point also. Like back then it was like a freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of opinion, and now if you say I want the freedom of speech, freedom of thought, and freedom of opinion, people are only like, well, some people anyway, are only hearing you just want to be racist. Like that's what they, and
Right?
it is. That is what they hear. There's like you like that's why people are like, oh, like Twitter has become more free speech in a way, and people are like, yeah, people just want free speech so they can say racist things. It's like, wow, you totally missed the mark. It's
Yeah. This plus this equals racism. Congratulations.
like, no, we wanted
Uh,
opposing opinions. No, go ahead.
yeah. No, Fantastic. She was called Daredevil today. So
Oh, she was
hey,
called Daredevil today.
congrats.
Yeah, Daredevil was
Uh,
dope. I like the Frank Miller run. It's a little. I don't know how pricey it really. I think it's still affordable actually if you can pick up the originals or you can get it in a trade. But that's when Frank Miller was definitely at his peak. Was
hmm,
during the Daredevil run. It's just really great, really great artwork, great concept. That and the Wolverine miniseries, which that you're gonna have to pick up a trade because recently picked up the originals and yeah, I'm still hurting
because of
after
how
picking
much it costs.
because of how much they cost. Yeah, they're really.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not expensive for like maybe person who has a very nice job, but I mean, I have an okay job. So if you have an okay job, you're gonna suffer if you pick them up for a little while. But
Well,
yeah,
hopefully they'll be worth it in the long run.
well, that's one thing I'm doing. Kind of is like I'll buy one a month of like a to me an expensive book is anywhere between 50 to 150. Like that's expensive. So I'll pick up one a month, and my goal is to then send them out to get graded because these are actually decent condition, and then hopefully flip them and make a little bit of
Yeah,
a profit. So
that'd be
that
good.
yeah, that's the goal. I mean, my whole problem comes into play though is to where I'm kind of a hoarder, I'm a collector. I like having these things, and I've never had them before. So I'm like, oh, I finally have the Wolverine limited series. It's mine now. I kind of don't want to let it go. I
Makes
kind of
sense.
want to let it go. But
Hen's in the chat,
yo, what's going on, hon? Good to see you.
and so is Wolverine.
Yo, speaking of
Here.
what's up, Wolverine? Yeah, he hates Frank Miller, but
You heard Frank Miller, and he's like, I gotta come in here and talk.
I gotta come here and complain about Frank Miller.
Yeah. Fantas
Which
says, didn't you that eating red meat makes you a white supremacist?
I'm sure that's been said too. I mean, if you're trying to, as far as a nutritional standpoint, red meat carnivore diet apparently is one of the best diets you can do. I'm more of a opponent. What is the word I'm looking for? Where I like it and I want to do it.
Supporter?
Yeah, let's go with supporter. I like it. I'm a supporter of carnivore, yeah, but I also do like broccoli and veggies, so I eat them anyway. And I don't care. People are like, you don't need to. It's like, yeah, but I like to. I'm not. It's not hurting anybody. And
I like versatility.
You like what?
I like versatility.
Yeah, I like versatility too, and I also do like me some Reese's Pieces, so I will eat those too. That's my whole thing. Like moderation, control. You know what I mean? Like
Moderation always.
Moderation is definitely, and so I'm sorry. I like sugar. I like it makes me happy. So every now and then I'm like, you know what? I want a cupcake. I'm gonna eat a cupcake then. Tell me what to do. You know.
No.
Shut up, you stupid Bixby slut. Bixby,
Wolverine, he said
whore.
he's not gonna be here for long. He's setting up stream soon and just wanted to say hi.
Wolverine is?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
For tonight,
he's probably doing he's doing a game. He's doing the gaming stuff. Well, thanks for swinging by.
Cool. Yeah, good to see you.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Like Meat Lovers Pizza. Every time like I see that, I think, well, what you want? Peppers and onions with that meat, like.
Well, the way I see it, also, if you're getting a pizza, the veggies are good for you. The pizza really isn't, but
right.
You know, a traditional pizza, that is. Like, there are people who have the cauliflower pizzas and stuff. But either way, nobody got fat from eating a crap ton of veggies. And if they have, I don't know how much you're eating.
Well, you look at gorillas and horses. What do they eat?
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're muscle, too. They're all muscle.
Well, I know, but that's the thing. Yeah, but...
Their digestive systems are also very different, but
that's
and
a good point.
The way they break down stuff and everything like that is very different. But yeah, I mean, gorillas I think eat meat too. They eat each other.
No,
they eat each other. Don't they eat each other?
I hope not.
Look it up. Don't they? Aren't they cannibals?
No.
Don't they eat baby gorillas? Baby apes?
No.
I think they eat baby apes.
Stop it.
Google it, Angela.
I will in a second.
Hannah
says she's trying to stay awake, doesn't want to wake up in the middle of the night again. Hey, yeah, I hear you on that one. Waking up late at night is no fun. Matt loves stir fry. Stir fry's good. Got veggies and meat.
Yeah, stir fry is good. There's no, if you don't have this. And see, this is the other thing. People are like, yeah, salads are really good for you, but stay away from ranch dressings, sugary. It's like, okay. So I'm not like, this is what I'm talking about moderation. It's like, okay, I can have the ranch dressing if I don't eat, 17 Reese's peanut butter cups today. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I think I'm allowed the little itty bit of sugar that's in ranch dressing for this one meal. If I really eat okay throughout the rest of the day.
Yeah,
like sometimes people take some stuff way too far, I think.
Well, that's the thing, though, too. But also, this is so funny. The important thing, too, if you've heard through different CG streams, the necessity of not having seed oils, because seed oils are bad for you.
Right.
The best thing is like avocado oil, coconut oil, olive oil. Ooh,
right.
Lion Mills is here. Hey, Matt, we said hi to you earlier, Matt Kepler.
Yeah, what's going on?
Good to see you. And then Lion Milk is in the house.
What's up, Lion Milk? Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. It says,
and everybody
chimps,
hit that like and subscribe, please.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Chimps are vicious and sadistic, but they don't cannibalize too often. That's chimps, but gorillas is the question.
Too often is the word.
Too often.
That's see, I mean, people are going to focus on the wrong thing in that statement right there. I think the words too often should really be looked at.
So I just started Googling gorillas eat, and the first selection is meat.
Yep.
not bananas. Gorillas stick to mainly a vegetarian diet, feeding on stems, bamboo shoots, and fruits. Western lowland, however, have an appetite for termites, ants, and break open termite nests to eat in the larvae. So they eat bugs.
Yeah,
So they get their
protein.
protein.
Protein, yeah. You don't get that big without eating some kind of protein.
But those are the I think those are the ones, aren't they the ones that Jane,
Jane Goodall?
yeah, isn't that the ones that she went and
I don't know.
studied?
I have no idea. I didn't watch that.
I didn't.
Gorillas in the Mist.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're eating something to get. I mean, plus, they're also walking around like crazy all the time on all four limbs, and you don't want to mess with a gorilla. They're ridiculous. But either way, I don't know. I don't know. They eat to get that massive. I mean, they're also like I said, they're constantly doing things, so it's understandable they're going to be muscular. But yeah, you still have to maintain a certain kind of protein level in order to get like that. Now, I don't know if the plants they eat have a good amount of protein in them.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
there is protein in broccoli.
There is protein in broccoli. Yeah, people don't realize that. That's why I love chicken and broccoli is one of my favorite things to eat. Grilled chicken and broccoli. So that's what I go to. I would eat that like every day, but my young nephew probably wouldn't like that too much. So I do mix it up and I eat slightly unhealthier stuff. I don't like I said I'm not a couch potato. I don't just sit around all day. So I actually, even though I'm drawing a lot, I work and I work out. So I have a good dad bod. I have a nice dad bod.
Wow.
I got the chubby chubs, but I could pick up things.
There you go. It's like that. I draw, I paint, and I pick up things. That line from Game of Thrones. I paint and I know things. You could say I paint and pick up things.
I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
I didn't either, actually. All the peen mutilation actually to me was a turnoff. I was like, I don't need to see that.
Well, I don't think it's supposed to turn you on, so.
Did she follow the chimps? I thought she did Gorillas in the Mist.
She did Gorillas in the
Lion's
Mist.
Mill, are you saying chimps meaning gorillas? Because you keep saying chimps. Says Jane Goodall was also shocked by watching the chimps she loved do some of the most hideous acts to each other, and chimps are like 10 times stronger than the strongest human. I believe that.
Yeah, Jane Goodall. I mean, she might have watched chimps too, though. I don't know, but I know she did watch Gorillas.
Yes. Fanta's grandson says hello. Hi,
hello, Fanta's grandson.
Hello, Fanta's grandson.
Yeah, those pens were dead. That Mr. Freeze cover that I drew, I used so much ink on them. I killed my microns. Those were new microns. Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, I did enjoy the coloring. You did that last. I did tell you how much I enjoyed that Joker one. You did the Joker Spawn.
Yeah, I took it with me to the free comic book day. It didn't sell, so if anybody wants it, I will sell it. It is on eBay, but I could just take it down.
Yep.
I have that, and I have. What's that?
Michael Dujardin. I know that's French. Dujardin is in the chat.
Greetings, Desjardins. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Yeah, we butchered your name, and my apologies for that.
We say it as we see it.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, I apologize.
Do you still have?
Hit that subscribe.
You still had something.
I have the Joker, that Batman Spawn cover. I have the Batman one. I have the sketch covers. If people want them, they could DM me or go on eBay. But if you DM me, I'll probably quote you a cheaper price than it is on eBay. But yeah, I'm trying the eBay route just as a storefront for now.
Nice.
Just to see if it gets snags anybody. I haven't sold too much on eBay recently. Like a long time ago, I used to sell stuff on eBay, comics, and I kind of regret it to this day. But
yeah,
kind of needed the money for college though. But yeah, so I haven't. So I don't know how to. My traction isn't the best. I don't know how to price them really, and I'm not exactly like no name. I'm not Todd McFarlane, so it may be difficult to sell them for what I price them for, considering
Yeah.
I don't want to get underpaid for. I don't want to sell them for like $30. It's like, yeah, no, that took me a lot longer than $30. So, let alone
No.
some people are marking up the books anyway that I
Yeah.
draw on eBay, like the sketch covers. People mark them up a little bit, so I got to include that into the pricing as well. So yeah, but yeah,
Cool.
so
Yeah.
people like that. I haven't put the Mr. Freeze up there yet, but if people like them, DM me, I'll quote you a price, and if you want them, you can have them.
That Mr. Freeze was spooky. I really liked it a lot.
Yeah, a guy was walking past. I think they were just strolling through the mall. I don't think him and his wife, and he was pushing a stroller, and I don't think they were necessarily there for the comics, but he was walking past. He looked down. He's like, "Oh, Mr. Freeze." I'm like, "Yeah, dude."
Nice.
He's like, "Yeah, I love Mr. Freeze." He's like, "He's cool." He's like, "Yeah." So, and so we just talk about Mr. Freeze for like maybe two and a half minutes because they were walking the mall. I'm like, "Thanks, man." Yeah, and it is cool. That is nice to get that that affirmation. Is that the right word?
Affirmation.
Yeah, you get that.
That encouragement.
Yeah, you get that recognition that, hey, I don't know you, but this is pretty cool.
Recognition.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like I know my style is very
He's a young artist.
well, my style is also very different, kinda. I mean, there are a few artists out there that, well, there's artists out there that do draw like me. I'm influenced by them, but it's still like the way I do it is still mine, and it's also my vision is a reason it's like this. But so my style is more unconventional than what most people are used to. So when I get people who like it, it kind of means a lot because it's like, you know, hey, you like weird things. Thank you, buddy. You are my new weird friend.
And who's to say next time you're out there, the guy comes by and doesn't buy a piece or finds your eBay store and buy something.
Like they wouldn't buy anything, but they'd take a photo of my banner with my name on it. So,
There you
and
go.
I even tell them, hey, you know, I'm on all social media. You can find me under Jason Bascom. So that is also why I changed my Twitter to Jason Bascom, because even though I'm not at Jason Bascom, if you search Jason Bascom, you'll still find me because I changed my username or my, you know, the name in it. So yeah, because I knew if I just had it as Unhinged Ent, it would be a little more difficult to find if you don't know my company name.
Yeah.
And what I'm working on though is Frog G.
Yeah. Real quick. Frog G, man. Well, I told you back in the day, I always thought you were Frog G. And then I found out, and I was like so
Negative.
confused. I was like, wait, your name is not Frog G, it's Unhinged. But a young Michael Bancroft is in the chat saying hello. He just came over from Chance.
Oh, Chance, I like Chance. Yo, what's up, Bancroft?
No,
and
Chance.
you aren't wrong.
I
You
forgot.
aren't wrong. He is a young Bancroft because Bancroft is actually younger than I am.
No way.
Yeah, he is. I know. You wouldn't think it based on how I act, but it's he's.
No, I was talking.
I was gonna say he's not insanely younger than me. He's like maybe like a year or two, but
Yeah.
he's still younger
like
than
in your 40s. Everybody just kind of is about the same age.
I kind
We
of.
are all 42-year-old white males. So
That's true. This is true.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if he's still in the chat. Since he's overseas and maybe
he says
Hen
how
or
much
anybody else.
younger. He says that he's 42.
Oh, he's 2 years younger than me. Then I'm 44. But I don't know. Do they have free comic book day in the UK and in Australia and stuff? Do they do it? I wonder if they do it.
35 to 55 is all the same age. Well, that's encouraging. Thank you, Bancroft.
35 to 55 is the same age?
That's like a wide span of like.
That's a wide berth right there. That is a wide berth.
But maturity though too. It's not a number. It's not your age.
No, it's not, because like I said, there's plenty of people that, like Shane is I think a year younger than me. Or something like that. I can't remember. So I know one of the big guys is younger than me, and I'm like, how is that? Like, I know Bancroft is a little younger, and he definitely acts way more mature. But he also has a couple kids. He's married. You know, he's got his own house. I mean, that grows you up. You know, that matures you. But we're also all very immature because we draw comics. We collect comics. You know, even if we talk about culture war.
Yeah. No, Hen says that she's the same age then, but I don't know who she's talking about. But maybe that means because 35 to 55, so she's saying that she's the same age as.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but Michael Bancroft says they do have free comic book day, and it is crap.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't read any of them. I picked up a few. I pick them. Like I say, I pick them up if I like the covers. If I like the covers, I pick them up. They look fun. Because I can't read them. I got to go to there's a Cleveland sites scene specialists area. I don't know. It's like a building or whatever, and they have different things. So maybe they have something that can help me be able to read like comics again, like read regular fonts again or something like that, and then I could get back into reading comics because I don't read comics. I don't read books. I barely read websites. If I can't zoom in on my phone, I don't even read it. So so I don't. I just that's why I pick it up according to the pretty pictures. So that's why I tell people, if you want to come on and promote your book, I'm cool with it. I'm down with it, but make sure the art is good because if you're gonna sell me, it's got to look good because I'm gonna back it based on the pretty pictures. You could be the writer, and your book could be really insanely cool. It could be the next Watchmen or Dark Knight Returns or whatever you may have you. But I wouldn't know. I'm not gonna know.
Yeah. No,
Were you
good.
gonna say something?
No, I was gonna. There's a young Jim Cox is in the chat,
Hail Jim Cox.
and a let's see what else. I don't know. That's
I don't
all
know.
I
Who's
got.
in the chat? What's up? I don't know.
I'm just reading that I don't know. No, Jim Cox says he's almost out regarding the. This is the last year that he's the same age, but you don't seem very old to me, Jim. So I don't believe you.
If you hear him on streams, he does sound like he's like the old wise.
Well,
He's like the wise man that you talk to. Like he knows
Jeremy
stuff.
Ice and Fire, I always thought he was like old, and then he
I
posted
think he's
like
my age.
Yeah, I posted his 1,000 like picture when he got 1,000 subscribers on something, and I was like, dude, you look young, like you're not that old. He was like, nope. I was like, I thought you were an old man. Your voice. I was like, I don't think that was.
Wow.
I don't think that was a compliment. I didn't
That's
say
not
it like
a compliment,
that.
Angela.
I wrote it like when I wrote it, like I like writing things sometimes because then I can say it in a way where I'm like, okay, that might be harsh, or maybe I need to scale it back a bit. You can like kind of judge it. And I tried to say it in a way where it was like, oh.
Well, you are known for
30.
saying very
Right.
controversial things in chats and calling people out and making them feel bad. Yeah. It's just true. Yeah,
Yes.
but no. I don't know. I have fun outside the shop, but I don't know. When I go to the shop, the people they don't care. They don't care at all about like Comicsgate. They don't care about they know I hang out on YouTube with Comicsgaters, like the shop owner and the shop manager. They know they don't care. They just don't care. They're friends. They're my friends. We talk. We have a good time. We all love comics.
Cool.
We don't all agree on the same thing. Like the shop manager, he likes Obi-Wan. I thought it was trash. I didn't even watch it, and I thought it was trash based on like the little bit I did see. So we disagree on things, but we don't hate each other like because we disagree on the things. Like that's what a lot of these newer, I don't know if it's millennials. See, I don't know how this all works, but a lot of the newer people or people that are into this, they think if you disagree with somebody, you can't be friends with them. Like,
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
Ever since you go ahead.
Ever since what?
You first.
No,
That's
no,
the thing. I
no,
won't
no,
forget.
no. Trust me, I won't forget.
No, the thing about I think since the Obama time of, I'm not saying it's his fault, but just it seemed within that time period, this kind of slowly has been bleeding into our culture. This whole idea of, right think and safe spaces, and it's just been this kind of slow, like a blob. You know what I mean? Just kind of has just been covering the entire thing, and now it's just gotten much worse. And yeah.
Yeah, people, and hey, don't get me wrong. I like hanging out with people that share similar interests and similar opinions and stuff. But to want a complete safe zone where everybody is
Mhm.
yes, yes, yes. That is the most
Yeah.
boring thing I could possibly think of, and that was pretty much deals into what I was going to say. Is I don't want to hang out with people that always agree, that always have the same
Mhm.
mindset, that always have the
I-
same opinions, because
Yeah.
then that leads to a lack of intellectual growth, a lack of deep meaning conversations. Like I am infamous amongst the channels that I hang out with that I hate Led Zeppelin. I don't like them. And I get ribbed on all the time. Now, there are a few people I will encounter. They're like, Led Zeppelin sucks. And I'm like, you are my brother. You know what I mean? Even though I don't know
I
them.
like Led Zeppelin.
Oh, they're trash. But,
You can never be related. No,
Mm.
Jimi Hendrix is trash, but that's another story for another time.
kick Angela. Someone kick Angela. Whoever.
Jim Cox said that he would hit on me, but he's old. Oh, just come on up. We'll go have Dick's Burgers.
There you go. Get some burgers. And also, kick Angela while you're at it. How can you not like Jimi Hendrix? What's wrong with you?
He uses that reverb thing. Like, honestly, not original. Anyway, oh
Oh.
my goodness, we're gonna fight. We'll see our first fight on the live stream.
I need a new. I got to get Piper back.
Oh
I love you, Piper.
no! Oh, listen to that. Thing.
Piper knows I
Oh,
love
look at
her. What?
Piper knows. Here's anyway. Never mind. I thought you were gonna say I love you, Angela, but no, that's fine. But anyway, Michael.
You don't like. You don't like. No, I said I love you, Piper, isn't because you're hosting and.
Oh,
I kind of. I didn't fire Piper.
You didn't.
I didn't.
No.
She got sick,
Why?
and I replaced her. No, no. It's just. I mean, we started doing it. Just. I think this works out well, and also with Piper, she would. There's a stream. She's. I know she liked to go on at 5 p.m. And sometimes she was able to do the show. Sometimes she wasn't. I just think this. It works out a little better for her. In this regard, so
I'm
just
getting
saying, I love
hate.
you, Piper.
There's heat in the chat. Henry Bemis just came in just to chime in and says that how much he hates Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
Fanta might be free for if you need a co-host. She also thinks that Zeppelin sucks ass. So.
Well, you can like you can like Zeppelin. That's fine. You can't. I just don't know how you hate Hendrix. It doesn't make. I mean, you like Zeppelin but hate Hendrix. It doesn't make any sense.
I know.
Hendrix was a left-handed genius.
I've been to his grave. I don't know if that means anything, but that maybe gives me some
I kick you.
props. I know he's buried in a part of Seattle that I used to live in.
I think I dipped out. Who's buried in a part of Seattle?
Oh, Hendrix. I know. I've been
is
to
he
his
really?
grave. I've been to
That's
Hendrix
cool.
and I've been to Bruce Lee's gravestone too.
Ooh, Bruce. Now there you go. That's someone we can agree on. Bruce Lee is dope.
No comment.
You better comment. You better save yourself right now and comment. How could you not like Bruce Lee?
I think he's a great actor.
You mean you don't like his philosophy? Be like water. Water.
No. His philosophy's great. No, honestly, true. His philosophy, his acting is amazing, but
You don't like his
if
karate?
Jet Li, or
Oh, hold on a minute, though. You're comparing apples and oranges.
oh shoot, Jimmy, what's his name? Oh my goodness, my brain just
Jimmy Neutron?
froze. No, Jimmy Neutron's way better at karate.
You're comparing apples and oranges, though.
How is so?
It's different fighting style, so you
Okay.
get, and also one was from the 70s, the other one is from the 90s. Like times are different, styles evolve and change.
Oh, Jackie Chan. What am I thinking?
Jackie Chan is but Jackie Chan. I mean, that's also a lot of stunts and stuff like that too. I mean, so is Bruce Lee, but still.
I do like the Dragon movie. That's one of my favorite movies.
How can you not like Bruce Lee? I can't believe these words I'm hearing. Find out new things every day about CG.
What's that movie called? Shoot.
Ears. Hurts my. Chat's on my side. Chat likes Bruce Lee.
Enter the Dragon. I like that movie.
Yeah, Enter the Dragon is dope. Yeah. Bruce Lee's movies are fun.
Literally everybody likes Bruce Lee. Fanta says we need a co-host. Lion Milk, who doesn't like Bruce Lee. I didn't say I didn't like him.
Yes, you did.
I said he's a great actor and he's a great philosopher. Brandon says Jackie Chan. And then I have 11 Bruce Lee books sitting right next to me. He's an author.
Yeah, he's an
Yes,
author.
because he was, the philosophy and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought Brandon Lee, he made really good offspring. Brandon Lee was hot.
It was good. Hot.
Yeah.
So you said?
He's a good looking man.
Sure. He was, yeah, he was. Can't dispute that. Crow's one of my favorite comic book movies. And a lot of people tend to forget that one. Mainly because it's not superhero and it's kind of like edgy. So,
Yeah. He's good. He's in,
yeah.
What's the movie that I was... I'll have to look. I don't want to... Oh, Showdown Little Tokyo. Yeah, I don't know. Well, my camera's not working, which doesn't matter because I'm not coming the camera. But
yeah, but you keep cutting out, so I don't know if I'm dropping.
I don't know if it's near you.
Oh, okay.
And it's nice. The weather's nice here.
So it is here. It's here, nice here too.
Bancroft's trying to start stuff in the chat. He's like, Joe Rogan is a terrible comedian. I don't know. Did someone say that he was a good comedian? Again. Soundgarden, your answer decides whether or not I unsub. Hey, this is not. No, Fanta's like, I'm scared to ask, but Angela, how do you feel about Soundgarden? Your answer decides whether or not I unsub. I love Soundgarden. I didn't buy any of their albums, but I do like their songs. So you had that video that you did, your little short that you did with a Soundgarden song, and I thought it was really awesome.
I have one with a Chris Cornell, and I have another one with a Temple of the Dogs song. I might have one with a Soundgarden song.
Oh no, Temple of the Dogs. That's right. It's Temple of the Dogs. I like that.
I have one with Wooden Jesus, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah, it's a good song. That's a good album. You should buy it. Yeah, I like
buy albums anymore.
I buy albums all the time. I mean, I buy them on iTunes, but I buy them all the time. But I love music, so.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I do enjoy your versatile music that you put in your little shorts. They're a lot of fun.
I noticed. What sucks is because I obviously get the copyright strikes. It does limit your outreach sometimes. You won't get, like, YouTube won't. Kind of promote, but one of the big ones is I noticed Alice in Chains. I put that on a couple of them, and the shorts. Normally, my shorts might even get like 50 views. At the least, they get 50. If I have an Alice in Chains song on it, 10, 7, and it's because the copyright on it. I think there's it won't, and it says it won't be shown in some countries, and I think a U.S. might be one of them. So. Yeah. So if I have an Alice in Chains, which sucks because I love Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains and Soundgarden are two of my favorite Seattle bands. And Alice in Chains I can't put on my shorts really, or probably any video, because it'll then get struck and hit and it won't get the reach. And also, it happened with me on I think on a Mudvayne song too. But so there's some songs that I put on. I don't care about monetization. I want to get that outreach. I want to get.
As I say, you want the reach.
Yeah, I want the reach. I want to get, whether or not I want comic fans, don't get me wrong, but I also want people maybe would not be comic fans, and I can maybe turn them into comic fans. Maybe they just like artwork, or they like seeing, a creator make stuff or an artist make things, and that's fun. I like that. But if they're like, hey, what else is he doing? He's got a comic called Frog G. What's this? This looks fun. And then maybe they become a comic collector, and then they see mine, like, oh, this is cool. Oh, I subbed to his YouTube. Oh, look, he's featuring Tropical Magics. This sounds like cool. This looks different.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. Next thing you know, they're buying CG books. So, yeah. So it's a monetization. Hey, if I get monetized and start making money, awesome. I'm not going to say no, but that's not my goal. And if I ever do a stream or a channel and it gets struck for copyright or whatever, and I don't get the monetization, oh well. Like, I'm not going to cry. And don't get me wrong. I understand there are plenty of people, and they want to make YouTube a sustainable, not a living maybe as much as just like a sub income
And so they are looking out for those monetization things. They want to watch the copyright. I'm fine. I respect it.
Yeah.
But that's just not my goal for this channel. My goal for this channel is creativity. And, right?
Yep. Right on.
Are you there?
I am
Oh, there you
here.
are.
I was like holding on. Like, remember back in the day, did you ever have to like hit your TV if it stopped working? That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to hit my computer and make music. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. But Henry Bemis still buys CDs.
I don't. Go ahead.
You know what? You know
No,
what?
is there somebody else in the chat say something?
Well, it was nothing, but it was not related to CDs, so I didn't know if you wanted to
No, that's fine.
comment
Go
on that.
ahead. It's the chat.
And then Thancroft says one of his shorts got throttled. Thinks because he said the word lesbian about 20 times in it.
You can't say lesbians?
Lesbian.
Yeah, lesbians. Yeah, whatever. Everybody's so sensitive. It's like, oh, like that, and that's what I mean. Like, you could say the word lesbian is not a bad word, and the second you censor it and strike it and say that's when you're saying that it is a bad word. It's like, but it's not. That's
Right.
that's what it is. It's not derogatory. It's not condescending. That's like me calling this a piece of paper. This is a piece of paper.
Well, I mean, there is like a specific word referring to the homosexual that is considered a bad word. I'm not going to say it because it's very controversial. But maybe that. But that specifically, like when they talk about it specifically in the news, they, gay, well, the LGBT community. I mean, the first letter in LGBTQ is lesbian. L is for lesbian. So, yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, and like you said, there are slurs and stuff for each one, and I don't know. To me, there are you can put a like a naughty word level on things or bad word level on things. Like this word is definitely way more offensive than this offensive word. Like I could say cracker all day long. I think almost anybody can call me a cracker, and I would be fine with it. I don't care if you're race, creed, or ethnicity or whatever, or that's fine. I don't think cracker is bad, but some people might. So that's a kind of an offensive word. But to me, it's so littly offensive that's no different than calling me a human. So I just happen to be white. So I'm the color of a cracker. It's fine.
Cracker means something else, but I don't know if we should talk about it here. But I actually like crackers when I'm sick. Cracker refers to not necessarily the food; it refers to what someone does with it.
Oh, that's bad.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean now. You mean like cracking a whip?
Yeah, I thought that. That's what I thought too for a long time, and then I heard that. I was like,
well, you know what? I don't associate it with cracking a whip. I associate it with a saltine. So therefore,
me too.
I'm fine. So poo on you and your racisms.
Yes, a good saltine every once in a while is not bad. Just call me Hen. I didn't know you had a channel, Hen. She said, even if I ever get 1,000 subs, I still think YouTube will not allow me to monetize. She talks about sex too much.
No, you're fine, I think. But no, yeah, I watch Hen every now and then. Whenever I'm up at that hour, sometimes I'll see Hen streaming and I'll listen. I don't always comment, but I will listen. Just like with Bancroft. I listen to Bancroft quite often. I just don't always comment.
In England, a cracker is a cigarette. Or is that the other thing? I think she's meaning the other thing.
She means fag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I was talking about the cigarette at that point, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what it is. That's what it is in England. I don't know. There's no other way getting around that. I'm sorry. We don't live there, so there's countries where you stick your thumb up. It's like flipping somebody off. Like, I'm sorry.
Right.
Words don't translate in other cultures the way they translate here.
The middle finger is out at your right. I mean, it's weird. What do you do?
Exactly. So, like I said, we were talking about we were talking about a cigarette and what the word is in England. That's the word. I can't help it. If you want me to, I'm not referring to. I'm not being derogatory towards the homosexuals.
No.
Yeah.
I just subscribed to Hen's channel. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, Hen's got a channel. Everybody go subscribe to it.
Thanks.
Like I said, I watch or I'll listen while I'm drawing. I don't always comment. So, like I said, even with Bancroft, with the Crackhead, like even the big guys especially, very rarely will I comment in a Malin or a Ethan stream or something, just because not only will they not see it, but the chat won't see it either. So it's kind of hard to. Every now and then, like Past Master Dan might say hi to me, which is cool, and it's awesome that they do. And I love saying hi to everybody else, but I just, yeah, the only way to see it is if you tag them, and then that orange highlight appears. But otherwise, that I can't see people.
Oh,
So, yeah, so
I have to.
you have what?
Fanta. Jason knows your Fanta's love for Chris Cornell. I use music in my videos. Jason, I use isolated vocals, no music. Try it. I don't get claimed or blocked. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like using the vocals.
That is a cool idea. I never thought of that.
Yeah, it's well. I know. I think Malin has a workaround too, where he uses like a live performance that doesn't get flagged or something like that. So there are workarounds to it. I'm lazy. I kind of want. I'm drawing like for a couple hours or whatever, and then I go into the Adobe Premiere. I edit my video. That takes another half hour to 40 minutes, depending on how often I look at it or read it, whatever. Blah blah. So it takes too long to do things. Is where I'm not going to go ahead and isolate tracks and do music only or try to find live. I'm just going to plug off my iTunes and put it in, and I know it'll get struck and it's fine. I'm not worried about it, but yeah.
Fanny means something entirely different in the UK, which I've heard that too. Fanny pack.
Fanny pack, yeah.
Fanny pack, but I can't remember. I think it's something in regards to what we already discussed. Oh, the front. It's the front bottom.
The front butt? It's your front butt.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so
what are you drawing?
Working on Frog G page. Working on Frog G page.
Can you show us the whole thing? Or is that going to give up?
I'd have to go over to my computer. How long have we been streaming?
Oh, we've been streaming a good hour.
It's been an hour already?
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
It does. And you know my format. We go an hour. So I will show you.
Here's a bum bag. That's what Bancroft said. Fanny pack is a bum bag.
Well, yeah, a fanny does usually mean a butt.
I thought it meant something of the homosexual variety. That's what I thought.
No, it means butt. It's your butt.
Well, fanny means bum. Yeah, fanny means that here too.
Fanny means butt. It's your butt. Hold on, I gotta flip my camera. Yeah, we get 2 views, we get 200 views. We stream for an hour. I gotta find my OBS. I'm looking for it, so I could do that. So yeah, I was working on Frog G. I'm gonna work on this page even more once the stream is done. I gotta finish this page. I wasn't able to work on it. I wanted to finish it before today actually and work on a different page, but yesterday got a hold of me. We'll talk about that a little bit too. So this is what I did with the Froggy. I did the door knocker a bit ago.
I remember that.
Yeah. So and here's Frog G. He fell down some stairs. Aww. He hits a wall. He's like, ouch. And then he hears something talking. He's like, what was that talking? And then the door knocker's like, I'm talking to you, you dumb frog. And he's like, door knocker's talking to me. So that's the exact words that is said, by the way. That's the dialogue. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I did.
Good stuff.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to finish it yesterday, but yesterday really got away from me. What did I do? I did the free comic book day, which I forgot about. Wow. So that ate up a chunk. I gotta make my jeez, oh man. There we go. Come here. So that took a chunk out of that day, and then after that, we went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy, which I liked. Yeah. It's a popcorn flick. I don't know what we're highlighting.
I'm just people are commenting your outfit. Henry, Bemis, and Hinata gave the eyes. I guess he's looking. And
Santa
loves it.
Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate that. I really do. Everybody go. We'll talk about Frog G in a minute. But I saw Guardians. I liked it. Of course, I could pick it apart. There were scenes that they could have cut out a good half hour to 40 minutes of that movie. But the last, very emotional. I wish some things had gone differently. I think that's Marvel Disney stepping in and saying, "Hey, you got to do it this way." But it does tug at your heartstrings. You will it's more serious than the other Marvel movies, which makes it a little better. There's still the jokes and the stereotypical formula, but there's some heavy-hearted scenes, and it makes it really good. And I don't mind it if you're gonna see it.
maybe matinee it so you pay less, or Disney Plus.
How was the soundtrack?
Too heavy, too much. It's like he tried to put in as much pop culture songs as possible in this one. Like I'm saying, they could have cut plenty of scenes, like the slow motion walking with a 90s or 80s song playing.
Yeah.
Like I get it. Like they do it like 3 times in the movie. It's like okay, yeah. So, but he picks some good songs. I mean, he's got some good taste. But and then today actually we saw my mother and we saw Sisu.
Sisu, what is that?
That's it. Sisu. It's about it takes place in Finland, World War II. Prospector who comes into contact with some Nazis and takes gold. Violence ensues. It's fun. Go watch it, everybody.
I will. I'm gonna
money to see it.
You came in and out of that, but I kind of got what it was about, and now I want to go see it. What I heard,
I could say it again if you want.
Go ahead and say it again.
It's about Finland. They're in Finland. This prospectors just after the war, or the tail end of World War II. Prospectors mining for gold, comes into contact with some Nazis. They want to take his gold, and he ends up. Violence happens. So fun, very fun. People need to go see that in the movie. Why am I cutting out all the time? Wow, it's a good thing this is ending.
I saw the poster and I wondered from somewhere else. I don't remember. It came up somewhere, and I thought, that looks interesting. So
yeah, Abra and Abra's 2 cents. Go watch her accurate, but she still loved it. She still liked it. But Abra's 2 cents on YouTube, and she has a review on season. Her newest video, her latest video is that.
I once had a question about Absolute, your trade.
What is it?
Trade paperback. Is it still available?
No. Yeah. It didn't get funded. I hardly promoted it on others. Like I didn't book other streams and stuff like that, and I didn't go after it the way I normally do. So it just didn't get funded, and that's fine. I will probably do another one at some point. Maybe not for a long time, or even until Samurai Priest. Mainly because I think it's too soon. Too many people are doing second chance campaigns. Way too many people are doing it. So I'm just gonna hold off. It might even be a year. It might be more. So yeah. But you can.
No, I'm sad.
Well, at a convention or something, you can always pick it up because I have them. But
there you go.
What we have right now, is that. I don't know why I'm.
I'm sorry. What is happening?
Sharing that screen.
I don't know, but it's kind of cool.
Shop it. No, it's okay. What? That's the Inception.
I felt like that was like the inside work.
This is what happens when you're blind.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like. See, it looked like this one. That's why.
I wanted that Absolute patience. So wait, what's the samurai thing you were talking about? Is that something else you're going to release?
Samurai Priest is a character in Absolute, and he's a fan favorite. He's one of my favorites. So the next Absolute book is going to be his story arc with him and the little girl Tabby, who's in Absolute 2. The second book of Absolute Absolute Book 2. So that's what that one is. It's going to be. It's going to be with those 2 characters. So that's
fun.
Yeah, Absolute Samurai Priest is going to be that. So that might be the next time that I do the Absolute trade will be that Samurai Priest one, or sooner, depending on second chance. If everybody's still doing second chance campaigns a year from now, I'm not going to do another. I'm not going to get buried. Plus, as I was saying, this is my main focus right now. Fauci. So there we go. I hate that other view. It's weird. 48-page fantasy epic fairy tale, fully colored. Man gets sent on a quest. Man gets turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess, sent on a quest by Death himself to kill a god, win back his humanity, get back to the woman he loves. Colored by the great legendary Ink Spots. Line art by me. and promoted and co-created by the great Frog G himself. So everybody pick it up today. Link is in the description below and pinned to the top of this chat.
I love the colors.
Yeah,
so beautiful.
Inkspots is killing it, and he's working still too. And then you got the Matt Barr, Matt Yackey supplemental cover. The supplemental interiors are drawn by Inkspots, penciled by Inkspots, digitally inked by me. And so Irene Strakowski, Billy Basco cover, Boob Dan art cover.
I want that Boob Dan art cover. Now that you told me about what it's about, I'm like, oh, I want it now. I didn't want it before, but now I'm like,
so good. Plague
really awesome.
Plague is one of the best. He's one of the best, like without a doubt. Very, very overlooked in the CG community. So
yeah, he draws amazing boobs. What do you say? What can you say?
I know, but that's just like a shtick.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, whether in like high school, like your book said, most likely to be called Boob Dan. You know, that would have been awesome.
I think that's why, like I think they did call him Boob Dan in school. I can't remember. He's told his story on streams.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, he's told
me.
it. Well, I don't want to put words in his mouth. They might have called him Boob Dan, but
I think that to be true.
But yeah, pick up the supplemental feature tier. You get everything. Big Bang for your buck. So everybody, go back. Oh, I hate my eyeballs. Okay, everybody, go back Frog G today on Indiegogo. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, and thank you, Fanta, for dropping the links as well. So
thanks, Fanta. Appreciate you and appreciate the chat. Maybe we'll have somebody next week, or we might just do this again. Either which way, we will stream again next Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Keep your eyes peeled. Might be after Chaotic Race.
I think that his boobs look like 4, so 4 boobs instead of 2. I guess because they're so big.
They are big. They're boobs. They're big boobs. I mean, he's drawn regular size ones too. So, it's like I said, it's he knows how to hold back. He just likes to do it. I like to draw weird, wacky stuff. I get it.
I never really cared about how people drew boobs until I came to CG. So.
Well, I mean, that comes to like taste and personal preferences anyway too. And once you collect long enough or buy books long enough, you start to develop your own. Like, I like this style, I don't like that style, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Overflowing, yeah. I like the under boob. Like, that's the thing too. I never even thought about the under boob. Like, that's the thing that came to my.
Trust me, every guy out there knows about under boob. So they didn't need comics to tell them about it.
I was gonna say, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Thank you once again for everybody for watching. Hit that subscribe and like, please. Any last words, Angela?
No. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Everybody, go watch Aaron Lopresti. It's later on today if he's streaming. The one week I know he didn't, but go check out Aaron. He streams at 7 p.m. Eastern usually, so hop on over there.
The Loprestis. Yes.
And we love the Loprestis here. So,
and Shelby's streaming now. Did you say that? Sorry, I was listening.
Shelby's live now?
Yeah, Shelby's live now.
No one cares.
Okay, I didn't say that. You didn't hear me.
Yeah, no one cares about that hack. One pose wonder. Oh, Spider-Man 300. Yeah, we get it, Shelby.
Sharubi. Anyway,
I love you, Shelby. We're just kidding. Thank you everybody for watching, and have a great one.
Yeah.
Long day,